But if someone going out there putting lies on my name, putting lies on me and my team and my family and hurting my business, we're not talking about millions. We're talking about billions of dollars. We can't do that. So this is my first.
Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford are going at it heavy right now after Floyd fired back at Crawford for claiming he still owes him millions. The tension exploded when Crawford refused Mayweather's call-out for a 2026 fight. And when asked why he turned down the boxing legend, Crawford didn't hold back. He said he's not stepping into any deal with Mayweather again, not after Floyd refused to pay the money he owes him.
What he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter, though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
But like his core personality and his way
to get to where I'm at, and the friends that I choose are the friends that I choose. That's just what it is.
So it hasn't affected your ability to trust.
Crawford claimed he had a deal with Mayweather Promotions to help promote one of his fights, but according to him, Floyd took the money and never gave him his share. "Floyd called me out. I'm not doing anything with that man," Crawford said. "He owes me crazy money." That statement lit a fire under Mayweather, who snapped back in full rage, calling Crawford broke and irrelevant. "How much does he even have? I made more money in my last fight than he's made his entire career," Floyd said. "I can't owe someone I'm richer than. Stop the comparison, man."
Me, talked bad about me, spoke bad about my family. Now, I've always been judged because how I have presented myself when I'm promoting a fight. You cannot judge me for entertaining the people when I'm promoting a fight. Judge me for the person that you know. You can't judge me if you don't know me.
Crawford's claim that Floyd owed him millions came before Mayweather Promotions started crumbling from within. According to Crawford, the company was audited for the first time in March 2025, and that's when a lot of Floyd's hidden mess started to surface. Reports revealed serious issues with unpaid taxes, and even worse, several fighters under the promotion, like Gervonta Davis, Rolando Romero, and Cameron Mutin, were allegedly cheated out of money. What Crawford said only added fuel to what many had already been whispering for years, that Floyd's empire wasn't as clean as it looked from the outside.
Congratulations on your victory. With the way you beat Canelo tonight, Spence a couple of years ago, everyone is going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd?
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Rich back with another one. Now, everybody is talking about how Floyd Mayweather is losing all his fighters. Gervonta Davis just put out a tweet saying that he stopped Shakur Stevenson from signing with Floyd because Floyd was setting him up for failure. Now, I'm a big Floyd Mayweather fan.
The original deal was simple. Fighters would take 70% of their earnings while Mayweather Promotions kept 30%. But according to reports, Floyd flipped the script. He allegedly kept 70% for himself, then manipulated the numbers to make it look like the fighters were getting their fair share. Behind the scenes, he was pocketing most of the money while convincing everyone the payouts were correct.
I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a liar. I work hard to build my name, to build my reputation, and I'm not gonna let anyone go out there and smear my name and talk bad about me, talk bad about my family, or talk bad about my company.
Mayweather Promotions, according to insiders, was nothing more than a smokescreen, a front Floyd allegedly used to hide his shady dealings. Reports claim he funneled money through the company's accounts for fraudulent transactions and crypto schemes. When the news broke, fans flooded the internet with mixed reactions. Some mourned what looked like the collapse of a legendary boxing empire, while others called it karma, saying the truth had finally caught up to Floyd Mayweather.
Love Tank, but you know, a lot of times us fans don't really know what goes on behind the scenes, and if all this stuff they saying about Floyd Mayweather is true, it's sad because I feel like it take away from his career, his character as a person, because we see him in the ring, we see how head-driven he is, we see how confident he is.
One fan wrote, "Can't believe Mayweather Promotions got seized. Floyd's been on top of the boxing world for so long. What's going on behind the scenes? The king of boxing is losing his grip." Another added, "This is huge. Floyd's empire is crumbling. I'm curious to see how this affects his future fights and business moves. The news that Mayweather Promotions was reportedly taken over shocked everyone, raising questions across the boxing world. Was it just tax problems or something much deeper?
Yes, and we see how he's the greatest in the ring, but a lot of times that stuff don't be carrying on to different people's characters. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Y'all think Floyd just think about himself and don't really care about his fighters? Do you think everything that people are saying about Floyd is true?
Another fan quipped, "This is a dark day for boxing fans. Mayweather Promotions being seized is a big deal. I just hope Floyd can bounce back from this. What's the real reason behind it? Financial issues or something else? Can't wait to know more." A shocked fan added, "Floyd Mayweather's downfall is coming. Mayweather Promotions taken away? That's a major blow to his career. I'm honestly stunned. Floyd's been a legend, but it looks like his empire is starting to crumble."
Congratulations on your victory. With the way you beat Canelo tonight, Spence a couple of years ago, everyone is going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd?
This latest scandal aligns with a complaint made by one of Mayweather Promotions' own fighters, Jon Ingram, who took to X to air his frustrations. "I love Floyd and appreciate everything from him, but it's time for me to part ways," he wrote. "I'm so behind compared to guys my age who turned pro around the same time. That makes no sense when I'm supposedly with one of the best promotions in the game." His statement echoed what many had been whispering for months, that Mayweather Promotions, once seen as a golden ticket, had stopped delivering for its fighters and was now showing cracks from the inside out.
Now, what came out still on top. With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
Just a little situation that he put me in to, make me lose, but he thought I was.
You talking about like a boxing match or?
Yeah, boxing match.
Ooh, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's fine.
Pedraza. Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 21.
Since signing with Mayweather Promotions in 2023, Jon Ingram's career has barely moved. He's fought only once, and not even under the Mayweather Promotions banner, taking matters into his own hands to secure a fight against Shashawn Hunter in March of this year. Before that, Ingram began his professional journey in February 2022 with a first-round knockout of Jemiah Mays, followed by wins over Hector Aguirre and Marcus Stewart the same year. But his progress stalled once he joined Floyd's camp. According to Ingram, former CEO Leonard Ellerbe has offered little support, reportedly telling him that arranging fights was out of his control, a statement that left fans questioning what kind of promotion Mayweather was really running.
And I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. And around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like 10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight, So when they came back and it was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You're sitting on a shelf. So
this pushed him to beg Mayweather Promotions to release him from their contract so he could fight somewhere else. But they said no, and that refusal made him take everything public. On X, he wrote, "What y'all don't know is, this isn't day 4 of this situation. I sent my notice, being professional, and got ignored. We could have handled this off the internet, just like I wanted to." Ingram, a North Carolina native and a new father, poured his heart out as he continued on X. "I've got a mouth to feed. I don't have a regular job. I pay my own bills. Boxing is all I do. We only make money when we fight. And you think I'm just gonna stay quiet when a brother can't even get fights?"
I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted, had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I'm letting them boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game, letting them know what's going on. Like, see, this was happening. Like, you feel me? I'm letting these guys know. So when it be like people saying they want to fight me,
Floyd Mayweather's group of fighters has seen others speak out before, sharing the same frustration about the promotion company not being the right fit for them. Now, Jon Ingram's wish to leave only fuels the growing conversation around how Mayweather Promotions really treats its boxers.
Contract with Floyd Mayweather. You see, now I know how Floyd must have felt. He was an A-side then. And I know how it would felt if I was fighting someone and I'm the A side and someone did that. You know, you find it disrespectful. So I was young then. I was a little bit, you know, I got a little bit excited and said, you know what, I'm going to announce it. Must have been about 24, 25. But look, it is what it is. That fight never happened, but it was a fight that, look, we have mutual respect for each other. But it would have been nice to have that fight.
Adding more fuel to the fire, rapper Curtis 50 Cent Jackson jumped on social media to mock Mayweather's rumored financial troubles. On Instagram, he wrote, "Damn champ, they caught you capping. Haha. Time for another exhibition. LOL." With 50 Cent joining the mix, the drama only deepens. His jab reflects how the public now views Mayweather's situation, as the boxer faces criticism from fans and even old friends. Though Mayweather hasn't spoken up yet, the silence leaves one big question hanging. What's really going on with his future and his finances? Despite the fortune and fame he built over the years, whispers are growing that the champ might be fighting more than just memories of his past glory.
Yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you're already invested.
Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail, right? So it's like, let him cool his heels before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when, but see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardless. Right. You know, so I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he gonna say he wants to, you know?
In another corner of the boxing world, Gervonta Davis, a fighter who once shared a close bond with Mayweather, has been making headlines of his own, calling out Floyd for the very mistakes that landed him in this position. Once seen as Mayweather's prized protege, Davis has since cut ties, becoming one of the most vocal witnesses to how Floyd ran, and, at times, mishandled Mayweather Promotions. Their fallout was public, messy, and unforgettable. But Davis used it as fuel, rising into a stronger fighter and an even bigger global star. On the Mr. J. Hill podcast, Davis finally opened up about what really went down between him and Floyd Mayweather.
I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like 10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight, you know? So when they came back and it was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You sitting on a show.
When you finally get close to someone you've always admired, like Mayweather, you start to see they're not the person they pretend to be. It's disappointing, and it hurts. So, I chose to go my own way and do my own thing. With Floyd, there were times he put me in lose-lose situations, like my first world title fight against Jose Pedraza. I was 16-0, just 21 years old, hadn't fought in 7 or 8 months, and barely making $10,000 a fight. Then they told me I had to take that fight, or I'd be shelved. I ended up getting evicted and even had to sell my car. And I know for a fact, Floyd did that on purpose.
I would never have got that fight regardless. I think in their head they didn't want to fight me. I was a bad style for Floyd Mayweather, especially after the Alexander fight. The whole world media, ESPN, you name it, everyone was talking about Amir Khan's next fight is going to be Floyd Mayweather. Floyd, obviously, with all the ego he had, he didn't want it. He just obviously wanted to show that he's the A side all the time. He's the nice guy to pick who he wants. Then he went in and fought Maidana twice, even though he did a poll, and twice we won the poll.
I tried warning other fighters, letting them know what was really going on, so they wouldn't end up in the same trap. But now, when some of those same guys say they want to fight me, it feels like betrayal. He went on to say, I respect and appreciate what Floyd did for me, but it always felt like he was giving me crumbs, like 10 or 15 grand to help my mom get out of the hood. But that's not enough. A few months later, she'd be right back there, and I'd be asking for more. I realized then, people can put you in a position where you always depend on them, giving you just enough to keep you coming back. And when I was under the same management as Floyd, they slowly started taking control of my whole career.
I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted, I had to sell my jewelry. So now, And remind you, I mean, I'm letting them boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game, letting them know what's going on. Like, see, this was happening. Like, you feel me? I'm letting these guys know. So when it be like people saying they want to fight me.
The WBA lightweight champion boasts an incredible 30-0-1 record and is now preparing for a long-awaited rematch against Lamont Roach this summer. Yet, when it comes to Floyd Mayweather, Gervonta Davis is never too busy to speak his mind. His journey, however, hasn't been smooth. Over the years, his bond with Mayweather has fractured, spilling into public back and forths that grabbed headlines. Davis has even hinted at wanting to lure Floyd out of retirement for a showdown that would shake the boxing world. As the sport keeps shifting, both men stand at crossroads. For Mayweather, the growing rumors about money troubles and the rising tide of criticism might be a wake-up call, a moment to pause, reflect, and rethink what truly matters.
It's like betrayal almost.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think Floyd did that intentionally?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Why? After so much time, after I guess, again, after what we think he helped you come into the game, he gave you the spotlight, like why would he try to diminish your career?
Because at that time, I don't want to go too deep into it because I don't want to bring up mine. But it was somehow that they were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting me.
Okay.
She kept hitting me on the Snapchat. So
I got to focusing on Floyd Mayweather. That's how I got to becoming 50-0. Because my thing was always, I didn't care what nobody else was doing. I had to focus on me and my family. Focus on what.
Former two-weight world champion Tim Bradley didn't hold back when he spoke about the growing allegations against Floyd Mayweather. Mayweather is a fraud, and I've always known that, he said firmly when asked for his take on the situation. Bradley went on to highlight what he sees as a major flaw in Mayweather's story: the lack of real financial wisdom behind all the flash and fame, insisting that beneath the luxury lies poor money management and short-sighted decisions.
See what's up, bad boys? Bad boys out there. Yeah, man, that was what we were called, bad boys. So, but yeah, he's the one that taught us. He used to sit us down, sparring sessions.
We all saw it coming. Floyd never lived like a man who planned for life after boxing. He carried himself like he'd fight and earn forever. And now, everything he's facing is the result of that recklessness. Bradley's words cut deep, pointing to how Mayweather's own choices may have led to the fall of his once spotless image. While the legal battles drag on, Floyd's name and legacy have taken a serious hit, stained by one accusation after another. Even YouTubers turned boxers, Jake and Logan Paul, have stepped in, claiming that the legendary Floyd Mayweather is in. Logan Paul, 27, revealed that his younger brother Jake, 25, lost a massive chunk of money when the crypto market crashed. The topic came up during an episode of Impulsive, when Logan jokingly used air quotes while mentioning Jake's boxing career. Co-hosts George Janko and Mike Majlak quickly jumped in, defending Jake's success in the ring and pointing out the huge paydays he's earned from each fight. "It's going pretty well. He's won every fight he's done," George said before Mike added, "Yeah, he made like 40 million last year." Logan quickly cut them off, saying it didn't matter. "He put it all in crypto, and now he's broke," he admitted. Later, when entrepreneur Rob Moore asked Jake on his podcast whether Logan had ever been fully paid for his fight against Mayweather, Jake didn't hesitate. He fired back, "Nah, Floyd Mayweather is broke. I've been saying it this whole time. He probably blew it all on the girls he pays to hang around him." Getting these accusations flying around, it's tough to tell who's really broke and who's just putting on a show. But let's be real, both of them are still doing just fine. What we do know is that it's been over a year since Logan stepped into the ring with Floyd in that multi-million-dollar spectacle. Mayweather was supposed to walk away with $52 million, while Logan's share was $15 million. Yet, on the fight's one-year anniversary, Logan took a subtle jab on social media, writing, "1 year ago today, I fought Floyd Mayweather. He's hard to hit, but even harder to collect money from. Who should I fight next?"
For way too long. For the cash deal? Yeah. The one in the Dubai cash deal. Correct. Dude, he
Mayweather fired back at the YouTuber during the press conference for his next exhibition bout against Japanese MMA fighter Mikuru Asakura. The 45-year-old didn't hold back, saying, This is the guy who claims he didn't get paid, which we all know is false. That's why I don't waste my time entertaining nonsense. He got paid, because if he didn't, he wouldn't be chasing another payday. It's wild that Logan Paul keeps talking about doing another exhibition, yet he's the same guy saying he never got paid. It also addressed the situation on the Pivot podcast, saying, "This comes with the territory. To them, that's real money, and I don't have a problem with the YouTubers. But the thing is, the money from pay-per-view takes time to come in. Nothing hits right away. I'm still cashing checks from fights I had 7 or 8 years ago."
Biggest news over the weekend to me was letting Ellaby and Floyd Mayweather parting ways. I just was at girls' collection a week and a half ago, and them niggas was in the club together. So to see Leonard Ellaby, who started off, as far as I know, I'm not even talking about Grand Rapids, Michigan, or anything else when they growing up. He started off in the corner with Floyd. Not his main trainer or anything.
They just can't stand it when the tables turn. Be grateful. You got the biggest payday of your life. Meanwhile, the tension between Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford keeps heating up, with Floyd still waiting for Crawford to answer his call-out in the coming days. Let's see if Crawford finally fires back. And that's it for now. For the latest stories, moments, and major updates from the boxing world, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss what's next. Until next time, peace out.